If there's one country in the world I associate with mountains, it's this Himalayan nation. It's the place that's been calling me ever since I fell in love with the mountains. Join me and Geli Sherpa as we push to 6,000 meters and beyond. Welcome to Nepal. I've made it to Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal. I'll be in this country for a bit over 3 weeks. My goal is to climb a 6,000 meter high mountain, and today I'm going around Tamel, this part of the city, to try and find a guide who can take me there. If you watch our videos for Kande, I have some sad news for you. She's not here with me on this trip, our 1 year trip around the world. We do it 3 weeks separately from each other. First impressions of Kathmandu is that it's quite hectic. Lots of cars, lots of motorbikes going around, but I like it. We came from Namibia now, where basically there were no people. Huge country, no people. And here in Nepal, a lot more life on the streets. It's day 2 now in Kathmandu. Yesterday I went past a bunch of tour operators, and I have decided which one to go with. It's called Himalayan Trekkers. But I also wanted to tell you a bit about Nepal. I'd like to give you some general information. It's this country that's squeezed in between India and China. So on the map it looks like quite a small country, but it has almost 30 million people living here. That's 1.6 times the population of the Netherlands. And in terms of area, it's 143,000 square kilometers. That's 3.5 times the size of my country, the Netherlands, so not such a small country. So I just went to my trekking company to let them explain me how everything would work, where I need to be tomorrow morning, catching an early flight to Lukla. And I also did some shopping today. 13,500 rupees I paid. It's about 80 euros worth of shopping. Yeah, it's quite a bit cheaper here, but the entire package still adds up. Let me show you what I just bought here in Kathmandu. 2 pairs of gloves. These ones are the thick gloves, and then next to that there's these thinner ones, these gaiters, a beanie here, as well as a neck warmer, some thick merino wool socks, and then we get to the pants. So this will be the pants that I'll be wearing when it gets really cold. And last but not least, what I bought here, these sexy thermal pants that go below it when it's really cold, because it's December, it's winter in Nepal. And then here on the right, this is what what Himalayan Trekkers provided me, including it in the package. This is a down jacket for when it gets cold. This is the sleeping bag. Then we have a first aid kit, and here are some spikes that will go below my foot, below my shoes when it gets slippery. And when it comes to the real climbing gear, like the ice axe, the crampons, the climbing harness, helmet, that I will be getting in the base camp, because you don't need to carry that around for the full trek. Looking forward, let's go. This is definitely the smallest plane I've ever flown in. I think we're about 12 people entering this plane. I have arrived in Lukla. I'm now waiting for my guide in his sister's house. And from here I will be starting my 17-day trek. The ultimate goal is to climb a 6,000 meter high mountain. Let me show you the probable itinerary of the next 17 days. This is the map of the Everest region. We are now in Lukla at around 2,800 meters. We'll be trekking up and up. In a few days, I think in 2 days' time, I will reach Namche. Where is it? Over here. And then I will go into the Gokyo Valley. The ultimate goal here will be Gokyo Ri, one of the best viewpoints in the Himalayas, I've been told. Then we'll be crossing the Cho La Pass at 5,400 meters. And then we'll head for Everest Base Camp. Everest Base Camp at 5,300 meters, where we'll get views of the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Then we'll trek back this part, and depending on which mountain I choose to do, if I choose to do Lobuche East, 6,119 meters, that would be like this. Or if I choose to go to Island Peak, I will likely be crossing the Kala Pass and then head here to Island Peak. And then it will be back to Lukla, where I'll be catching a flight in 18 days from now, back to Kathmandu. So we've started our trek, start of 17 days, and I have met up with my guide. I want to introduce you to Geli Sherpa. Namaste. Namaste. My life will be in your hands for the next 17 days. And you explained me that Sherpa means, like, it's kind of like a family name, but it also is more like a caste of...
The Sherpa is one of the caste.
Yes.
Which is caste.
One of the castes of the Buddhist religion, yes. Yeah, 17 days.
17 days.
Let's have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've arrived at Phak Ding. Today we hiked for about 2.5 hours. It's one of the, I think it's the shortest day of the entire trek, but there will be longer days ahead, so good to start easy. We're staying at a very nice tea house. I'm the only one here. It's December, it's the low season, and that also means that it's winter in Nepal, so it's quite cold. Today, while hiking, it was no problem at all. I was actually quite warm. I was wearing just a t-shirt and a hoodie, and I was sweating. But before in Lukla, when I was waiting for the guide, it was quite cold. And also now the temperatures are dropping again, so it's something that worries me a bit. Not now, but at higher altitude it will be definitely more cold, and let's see how I deal with it. And this is my room. Nice large bed actually for one person. And yeah, let me show you the rest of the room. So here we have the bed, view to outside. And what this room even has is private bathroom. Geli has told me that I should enjoy the shower here because I will definitely not have a private hot shower in the next tea houses. Day 2. We're heading for Namche Bazaar. We started trekking around 7:45. It's been hiking for about 2 hours now, and the sun only came out just now. I mean, it basically was up for 2 hours already, but given that we're in a valley, only now it came over the mountain. It will help to warm me up, and the terrain today so far was really beautiful. Walking past the river, very impressive. Crossing some bridges, and we're heading to Hillary Suspension Bridge, the most famous of all the bridges here. We've made it now to Hillary Bridge, the most famous bridge in this region, called after Sir Edmund Hillary, first person to climb Mount Everest together with his Sherpa. What's the name of the Sherpa? That was the first one to climb Mount Everest?
Tenzing Norgay Sherpa.
Tenzing?
Norgay Sherpa.
Norgay Sherpa.
And Edmund Hillary.
Yeah, they the two people first to climb Mount Everest. Yes. As you can see, it's quite high. And we have the bridge all to ourselves. I think in busy season it's not always empty, no?
Yeah. Now empty.
Now empty.
Namaste.
Today we're doing a acclimatization trek in order to reduce the risk of getting altitude sickness. We hiked up to Everest viewpoint. It's about 300 meters higher than Namche Bazaar, so we're now at around 3,700 meters. I'll show you the view. There, that's Everest, and right next to it there, Ahmad Ablam, one of the most beautiful mountains here in this region, I think. 6,800 meters. Maybe one day. A bit more difficult than the peaks that I'm going to try to climb now. Also a bit more expensive. And down, I can show you, this is the valley where it all started. Down there somewhere, Lukla, where we started our trek a few days ago. The views here above Namche Bazaar are truly spectacular. Now I really feel like I'm in the mountains Every way you look, it's just amazing. Now we're heading back to Namche Bazaar, where we'll spend the afternoon. And today I'm only carrying my day pack, which is quite a difference from my 16 kilos large backpack. When I was packing, I was aiming to go for 12 kgs, but I didn't manage to. 16. Yeah, today 2 kilos is a lot lighter, a lot easier. A little bit above Namche there's also a very nice museum, and here there's a statue of Tenzing Norgay Sherpa, the first man together with Edmund Hillary to climb Everest. And in the museum there were also other interesting facts. Geli. Everest has 3 names, correct? Everest is the English name, but then in Sherpa language,
In Sherpa language,
Chomolungmu,
and English name Everest, and
Mhm.
then Nepali language Sagarmatha.
Sagarmatha. So yeah,
Sagarmatha, Chumolungmo, Everest.
3 different names for the same mountain.
Yeah.
And we see it now, yes, right? Or not?
Yeah, that is the middle one.
The middle one.
Everest. Yeah.
Everest. We are back in Namche, and I wanted to show you guys this place a bit better. It's the biggest village here on the trek, and it's the point where you can buy tons of outdoor stuff as well as snacks. It will be a bit more expensive than in Kathmandu, but if you go even higher up in the mountain it will be even more expensive. So this is basically the last place where people recommend to buy those kind of things. And tomorrow we'll head into the Gokyo Valley. We're heading for Dole. It will be a 5-6 hour trek, I think. Living here must be hard with the cold, the altitude, and limited opportunities. But if your view is like this, then that's actually not too bad. Which day is it? 5? Day 5 of our trek?
Our trip day 5, yeah.
Day 5.
Yeah.
Heading to Gokyo. We just started at 7:30 this morning. We've been hiking for maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not so much.
20 minutes.
First break of the day. It's a pretty long day ahead. Expected time 7 hours.
Yeah.
7 hours
7
expected.
hours.
So yeah, we're above 4,000 meters now. And basically for the next 10 days we'll be above 4,000 meters. This is how they boil water here at more than 4,000 meters high. From a distance I thought it was like some sort of satellite to receive some signal, but it's actually just some mirrors pointing towards the same direction so that this pot gets to a boil. And when you put your hand down here, you really feel that it's quite warm. It really works. Very cool. I could basically be filming non-stop because every view here is insane. The terrain has turned icy because we're just so high now that this snow doesn't melt, even though maybe it snowed here quite a long time ago. We've arrived at Gokyo. It took us 6 hours 15 minutes, including our lunch break. And I wanted to show you my room so that you have an idea of where I'm staying. This is my room. 2 beds. And the previous places often I also had 2 beds, which is quite convenient because in one bed I can, for 2 reasons. One bed I can use as a table to place my backpack and all my stuff. And second advantage is I can use both blankets to stay warm at night, because at night it cools down till -16 in the previous place, so I guess here maybe -20. It was alright so far, but those 2 blankets definitely helped. And even though it's -13 degrees when you start hiking, 3 layers I found is enough. Today I did everything with these 3 layers. So we have a t-shirt, then a warm fleece and a puffer jacket. And because when you're hiking, your body warms up, and actually it's quite warm at times. The previous days even I took this one off and 2 layers were enough. Today I kept all 3 layers on. And at times you actually get quite sweaty, definitely with a heavy backpack. So when you arrive at the tea house, it's key to change quite quickly. Showers are definitely a luxury here and not always available, or the water pressure is just not good enough, not always the nicest. So what I have for that are these facial wipes or baby wipes. These at least give me the illusion of cleanliness and make me feel slightly fresh. My sweaty clothes are drying and I've got my dry clothes on, ready for an afternoon in the tea house. I wanted to show you again on the map what we've done so far and what we'll do the next few days. So we started in Lukla. First day was to Pakding. Then we went to Namche. We spent 1 day acclimatizing in Namche. Then we headed for Dole. And today we did Dole to Gokyo. Gokyo is at 4,790 meters. In case you're wondering, that's really freaking high. It's almost the same altitude as the Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in the European Alps. And then tomorrow we'll climb Gokyo Ri over here, 5,360 meters, come back down, and then head for Taknak here. It's where we will sleep. Next day will also be a very tough day. We'll be crossing the Cho La Pass at 5,420 meters and go back down, either sleeping at Dzongla or Lobuche if we feel strong. And then the days after that will be Everest Base Camp, and it looks like we're going to do Lobuche East. Good morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, day 6 of the trek, and shit just got real. We're going to be climbing to Gokyo Ri, 5,360 meters. And let me show you the temperature. Great. We've made it to the top of Gokyo Ri. It was tough. Gokyo Ri is basically an ugly ass mountain. It's just a pile of rocks and it's relentless. Straight from Gokyo it's just up. But the views from here are quite rewarding. It took us a bit more than 1.5 hours to get here, and this is what we're seeing now. Sun is about to rise behind the mountains. We are back down in Gokyo. Had breakfast here after we climbed Gokyo Ri. I'll show you the mountain from here. Looks quite unimpressive. Looks like a stupid hill, but yeah, it takes quite some energy to get on top of that. So yeah, we had breakfast. And now we will be heading to Taknak, which is just 2.5 hours away from here. But the cool thing is we'll be crossing the glacier, so that should be fun. We're going to cross this glacier. We're gonna put on some micro spikes below our shoes. All geared up with the micro spikes, ready to attack the glacier. We have arrived at our tea house, and I must say that I underestimated that glacier. On the map it looks like a very short distance, but you go zigzagging up down on the glacier, and it's both physically and mentally tiring because you have to pay attention where you're stepping. I'm the most tired I've been so far on this trek. So far we've always arrived ahead of the estimated time. This time it took a bit longer. We took almost 3 hours to cross from Gokyo to here. But yeah, good thing is we arrived still quite early because we started early this day. And tomorrow we hit Cho La Pass, which could potentially be even harder than today. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Today we are crossing the Cho La Pass. Will be the highest point of our trek so far, over 5,400 meters, even higher than Gokyo Ri yesterday, and hopefully we can reach Lobuche village at the end of the day. Let's see how it goes. Look at this frozen river that we have to cross. That's how cold it is. For the first time we can see Cho La Pass. It's over there, that's where we're heading. Looks steep toward the end. Probably will need to put on the micro spikes again. How's your morning going, Geli?
Good morning, Peter.
Everything good?
Everything's good.
It's a great morning, no?
Yeah.
Weather is fantastic.
Yeah, really good weather.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Great day for Cho La Pass. We are now making our way up through this terrain of rocks and snow. This is no glacier, this is just snow, but it's really hard, really icy. You can see that the wind, the elements, they shape the snow into these sharp spikes. Made it to the top of Cho La Pass. It was really cool. A lot of snow towards the end. Definitely needed the micro spikes, but we did it in quite a good pace. 3 hours 15 minutes. I'll show you where we came from. This is the side we climbed up. Great views all around again. And here, famous Cho La Pass. And I've seen this in other videos before. There's plugs here.
Yeah.
They work?
Yeah, it's working.
Wow. Maybe I'll charge one of my devices quickly. Crazy at this altitude.
The solar panel behind.
There's the solar panel. Here's the solar panel. And this is the side that we will go down. Beginning is a bit steep, looks like, but then it should be all right. Wow, beautiful, beautiful views. And we have these mountain chickens greeting us here at the Cho La Pass. They of course are looking for some food. Geli already gave them a little bit of Sherpa food. Let's check out the Sherpa food. It looks a little bit like a rocks, but what did it have again? Butter?
Yeah, inside butter and then sugar also.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And flour.
Flour also.
No water.
No water.
Uh-huh.
It's very good food.
And what does it taste like?
Taste will like sweet also.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
You can, if you want, you can.
I'll try a bit. At one of the highest power plugs in the world, maybe the highest power plug in the world, you can now find us as well. We have arrived at Zongla for lunch, and let me show you what a general menu looks like here in the tea houses of Nepal. I've been quite impressed both by the quality as well as the diversity of the foods that they have. A lot of different types of teas, of course. I'm drinking hot lemon right now. It's basically hot lemonade. Sounds a bit strange, but it works. It's really good. I often go for lemon ginger honey as well, or the masala tea here. And in terms of food, there's different toasts, cereals for the morning, pancakes, maybe not Nepal's forte, different types of soup, potatoes, noodles, spaghetti, even pizza. Yesterday I had pizza. Don't expect Italian quality pizza, but after a big hike, it works. It's good. And the menus are basically the same across all the tea houses. The only thing that changes is the higher you go in general, the more expensive they get. But as you can see, most dishes are around 1,000 or a bit above 1,000, which is 6-7 euros. And now my dish has arrived. Korean ramen with egg on top. Let's dive in. We could have stayed in Zongla, but I have another 2.5 hours in me. So we're going to Lobuche village, and the views are quite great again. There's Amadablan in the distance. As we make our way to Lobuche village, it's also the first time that we can see Lobuche East, the ultimate goal of this adventure. 6,119 meters. The high camp is just behind this hill, the dark hill. That's where high camp is, Geli explained me. So we will be back here in a few days' time after Everest Base Camp. Good morning. Yesterday was quite a tough day, but I'm really happy with how it went. I felt quite strong, and today also quite a big day ahead. We're heading to Everest Base Camp. For many people, the highlight of their trek, and yeah, we'll be sleeping above 5,000 meters today. We've reached our first stop of the day, Gorak Shep. This is where we will be sleeping tonight, 5,100 meters. It's a very nice tea house, and I'm right now just enjoying a hot lemon before we head to Everest Base Camp.
Black coffee.
Black coffee for Geli. Enjoy.
Thank you, Peter.
Making our way to Everest Base Camp. It's a bit windy now. Maybe I should not have left my down jacket at Gorak Shep, but the sun's out, so we should be fine. And it's only about 200 meters up. The terrain is rocky, but relatively easy. Almost there. So actually I made a mistake. I thought this was a sign leading towards Everest Base Camp, but we already made it. This is it. Because it's off season, there's no tents here, no one is climbing Everest right now. And also we walked quite fast, so it was a bit sooner arriving here than expected. But we'll go a little bit further to check the glacier. So we continued around 50 meters to the Khumbu Icefall, and this is really spectacular. This is where the road stops for us. Only if you're going to climb Mount Everest you continue here. And actually, fun fact, you cannot see the summit of Mount Everest from Everest Base Camp. It's somewhere there behind. So the route to Mount Everest will go crossing this glacier using ladders. Then up there is one of the most difficult parts on the glacier, and then in between those mountains there behind is the Everest summit. But this is really spectacular, these ice hills, ice mountains. Mother Nature's best work. And actually, Geli just told me something interesting as well, that all those mountains over there, that's basically the border with China or with Tibet. So, yeah, really close to China here. Now we're heading back to Gorak Shep for lunch, and we spend around 45 minutes at the base camp and the icefall, and we were the only ones there. We had the entire place to ourselves. So yeah, September really is an amazing month to come to Nepal. Geli told me that if you would be here in February, March, it would be like thousands of people, because that's when the Everest climbing season is. So we're resting now, a few hours here in Gorak Shep. Everest Base Camp was really cool. But we didn't see Everest itself today, so for that we need to go to Kala Patthar, which is a hill a bit further from here. And so we have decided to climb Lobuche East as the 6,000 meter high mountain of this trip. The itinerary is as follows. Tomorrow we will go down to Lobuche village and then up to Lobuche High Camp, where we will be staying one night in the tent, and then in the middle of the night we'll wake up and do our summit attempt of Lobuche East. So far the trek has gone really well. I feel strong. The weather has been amazing. That helps a lot. We have had only blue skies for the last week. So yeah, December is really a fantastic time to come to Nepal. And this brown hill here, that's Kala Patthar. That's where we will be going for sunset. Avalanche, wow!
Bigger avalanche. Bigger avalanche came from the Mukti.
We were quite close there today, no?
Yeah.
That's close to base camp.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, let's just ignore the avalanche we just saw. We're heading now to Kala Patthar, the lookout point close to Mount Everest. Should have a really nice view of Mount Everest. We're aiming to be there at sunset. And is it just me, or do Kala Patthar and also Gorak Shep sound like they come straight out of The Lord of the Rings? No army has ever breached the gates of Gorak Shep. They're taking the hobbits to the dungeons of Kala Patthar. Let me know if it's just me, or maybe it's just the altitude making me think crazy things. We made it to the top of Kala Patthar. Thanks to Geli. This one feels more as a summit than I expected. It's quite a peak, and This is what we came for. Sunset views of Mount Everest. And I forgot to mention we are at 5,545 meters, highest point of this trek so far. Hopefully we'll reach one more place higher than this. We've arrived at Lobuche High Camp. That's my tent over there. That's where I'll be sleeping. And that's the beast we will be climbing tomorrow. High camp is a bit lower than I expected it to be. It's 5,170, I think, which means that tomorrow we will have to go up almost 1,000 meters. Quite intimidating. And what doesn't help is that today there was also someone attempting to summit Lobuche East there in the distance, but they didn't make it. They just came down now. I didn't have a chance to speak with them yet. Makes it a bit more real, makes me also a bit more nervous. Didn't expect it, but I really hope we can make it. Tomorrow is gonna be a very tough day. And we're already trying out the gear here. These are shoes. I'm wearing some gear and crampons that were brought here by Mingma, who also brought the tents here. And actually he will be climbing with us tomorrow, so we will be 3. It's around 5 o'clock now. We just had dinner and it's already bedtime. I'm in my sleeping bag, wearing literally all my clothes so that tomorrow morning don't need to do anything, or as little as possible. Just put on my shoes, my harness and go. Breakfast is at 2:45. It will be a tough day, but we'll do it. We'll manage. Good night. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend.
We've started our summit attempt. Been walking now for 15 minutes or something through rocky terrain.
Yeah.
Going well, feeling good.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, good.
Positive vibes.
Yeah.
So we've been walking for 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
The shoes are very heavy.
Yeah.
And we have to. There's a lot of snow, ice.
Yeah.
That you have to kick with the heavy shoes, and every kick just costs a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So the pace is not super high, but I hope good enough.
Yeah.
We will continue. I think we're about halfway to the top. Crampons are on. I already noticed a difference. I mean, the feet are even heavier, but at least I fully trust my foot when I plant it in the ice. And now we're also getting, we're putting on the ropes as well. That's where we're going. Lobuche East
Peak.
6,119.
Yeah.
Highest point I've ever been. It's not the case for Geli, and I also don't think for Mingma, but amazing feeling. It was hard, but I feel surprisingly okay still. And now representing the Netherlands, and not only the Netherlands, OIB, Oranje in Brussels, my football team in Brussels. I hope if you're watching, that the season's going well. I hope that the goal of winning the Losers League is still intact. I didn't mean to steal this jersey, but I sincerely forgot it in my last match. So I might as well take it to cool places and make you guys proud. We did it. We summited Lobuche East. It was a hard trip. I'm very happy about summiting. On the day itself, it was hard almost to enjoy it fully because I was so tired. Now we are in Lukla. We were on top of the mountain 2 days ago. We came down to Perice the same day as we summited, and then yesterday we went from Perice to Namche Bazaar, and today we did Namche Bazaar Lukla. Big thanks to Geli. Without him, I would not have made it to the top for sure. He was throughout the entire trek really helpful, always adapting his pace to mine. He showed flexibility also in the route design. And on summit day, he definitely helped me through some tough moments. And I also want to thank Himalayan trekkers. I'm super happy about the services that they have provided throughout this trip, and they have been so kind to sponsor this video. I only agreed on the sponsorship after I had such a good experience with them. So yeah, if you come to Nepal and want to either go to Everest Base Camp or climb a summit or do the 3 passes trek, I highly recommend doing it through Himalayan trekkers. I contacted many companies before arriving in Kathmandu, and Raj, the owner of Himalayan trekkers, always responded really professionally. The itinerary that he provided was really customized on what I wanted. There was a lot of flexibility. Raj was in contact with me on various moments throughout the trek to check on me if everything was all right. And of course, they brought me in contact with this amazing guide that I had, Geli. Couldn't have wished for a better guide. So check out Himalayan Trekkers. Their contact details will be in the description. Yeah, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate each and every viewer. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. And if you're not subscribed yet, maybe it's a good time to do it so that you don't miss our next adventure. I'll be heading to Kathmandu tomorrow, and then after a few days I'll head to our next country where I'll be meeting up with Kande again. So if you don't want to miss that, please subscribe. Peace out.